Hello, I'm the Wandering Newbie, and it's time for more Record Keeper. This week, a little late, but we have the FF14 event, Lady of the Vortex, introducing Alphanod and Minfilia. I also apologize about my voice. Once again, Con Curse has stricken me, and I am a little under the weather. Swear to God, no matter how much prevention I take, it always seems to happen. Now, Ifrit and Titan do come along with their standard gimmicks, and I believe Ifrit does still have his dismissal attack, which frankly does pose a bit of a threat. More so than a lot of things that Titan can do. Though Titan actually has a I don't know. I'm trying to think who has the tighter time limit here between Ifrit and Titan. Hard to say, really. Ah, thank you. And hello. But with the with a little bit of self-buffing, we should be able to deal quite a bit of damage. Now, we do want to hold off for the nail. We don't want to slip through that too quickly. Perhaps. Nice. We'll allow those two moves to gain some traction, and then go in with our own really big hitting move. Thief's Revenge is still an extremely powerful move, and I can never get over that. But nonetheless, that's it for down. Pretty handily. On to Titan. Now, Titan's major gimmick is the heart phase. That will come about at about 70% HP left. That goes until 40%. And we need to deal all that damage in about, I want to say, 5 of his turns. If not, he does hit us with Earth and Fury. That is a bit stronger than it should be. If you put it like that. Yes, that was pretty much right. Because now heart pops out. Giving us very few turns to deal with it. However, due to good hones and everything, we should be able to handle this. Yeah, I think that's about 40%. Nice. I actually really like the fight, Titan in 14. I've already expressed my opinions that I don't think they really adapted the fight very accurately in Record Keeper, but whatever. Yeah, that seems right. I don't know. I still feel that keeping people followed is good because you do make sure that you get those people that you want. Also, just nice for following your friends. Now, you may be asking, newbie, how do you deal with this boss? You know, since it summons ads after a bit, that can get pretty dangerous. You know how you would in Final Fantasy XIV. You just ignore the ads. Mind you, if you have a good enough team. If you are just barely able to do plus fights, probably better to bring some AoE and take the ads out. Make sure, you know, everything's cleared out before you continue. But frankly, I don't think I need to do that. Alright, finish him off, Lancreed. Nice. What are ads? Now, I would normally recommend to, you know, a standard player bring a summon or something along those lines, maybe an AoE roaming warrior that you can bust out to take out those ads as they come out. Now the Steel Power and Meteor Crush stacking with everything else will give us quite a boon. And as always, this is a FF14 boss fight. So, if you can afford to, just ignore the ads and go right for the boss. We're way over level for this dungeon, so we just rush down the boss. No reason to do mechanics. Huh. He didn't even get the summons out. Oh, nice. Look who's first. Now it should be noted that taunt does actually work really well for this boss. Well, pretty well. A few of his attacks are physical based, as opposed to some of the more scarier attacks, which are not. But when I looked at it, I figured I would rather a more damaging ability than to try and take advantage of that aspect. Now, the good thing about Fires Within, which I've been using so far this stream, is it is, of course, a self-heal on a monk. And it's percentile. Not based off damage or anything like that, they just get a flat amount of HP back. Ultimate Rake is generally fired up by the Fire Breath, if I remember correctly. Ooh. Or maybe it's Switch is generally followed up by it. Either way, attacks are followed up by others. That much I'm sure of. We have not seen one fire breath though. Makes me worried. Well, it seems like we might just actually luck out really hard here and not encounter a single ultimate fire breath. If we do, it'll be at the point where it doesn't really matter anymore and the boss is pretty much dead to rights. We should also specify a couple things here. Obviously, the bow on Bart's, who unfortunately should be in the back row. That's a mistake on my part. Will allow him to hit with his Spellblade while the dragon is in the air. As well as many other things. Fires within the monk move is actually ranged. So fancy that, right? That is, of course, a defense down dance. I don't believe I've ever actually used that one. Now, the only thing I'm truly worried about is the not being able, not having enough damage to beat this boss before it takes off. No, I'm saying that wrong. Not having enough damage to beat this boss overall. Because I am taking a bunch of like very weird and odd abilities. I mean, aside from like the range factor, which I was completely unaware of, Fires Within is so good because of the self-healing. Any self-healing ability in my book is immediately fantastic. Now the dragon is angry. Well, it's time to find out if I can steal in the air. Hell yeah. My bow makes my hand go further as I pluck this power from you. Ooh. Good timing. Yeah, so once he gets to this point, half health, he'll start using, excuse me, he'll start using his AoE-based abilities way more, such as Wreath of Rhyme and all that. But luckily we haven't been hit by one paralyzed, so super lucky on my part. Let's recast Vessel of Fate though, just in case. Oh shit. Also when he gets weak his speed goes up to 600. That is a good point. That would indeed mess up some people. Well, hopefully we have him dead here. Nice. So that's pretty simple if you go about that with a proper ranged strategy. With a melee team, that would probably be really, really rough. Luckily, a lot of these abilities, aside from the dances, can actually transfer to FF14 characters, except Bart's would be replaced with Thancred with its ninja magic maybe. But yeah, still pretty good. Hell yeah, I love this music. Now, a lot of this strategy does matter on how much damage will Valfor do. Not that much. That is actually unfortunate. We'll have to see how much it does to the plumes, because if it's not doing that much damage, then we're actually at a problem here. We actually seem to be a bit of a standstill overall. We are not doing that much damage. Hopefully 5-star summons do some work. Alright, come on, Terra. Pick up the slack. This might work. But now she doesn't have the buff from the burst. This was precisely what I was worried about. I might not be able to kill phase 3. Ah, piss. Oh. Oh. That might be enough. Oh boy, okay. Thank you, Onion Boy, for being strong and real and my friend. Oh boy, okay, that was rough. That was real close. Well, that's the mechanic in 14, is when you progress to this phase, she destroys the rock. I believe that is just for flavor text. Also, our attack buff has worn off, but we should have this killing blow real soon. Whew, that was close. That was real close. Some pretty strategic maneuvering abilities needed to take those rocks down. Not a bad strategy, but does require 5-star summons being honed. It's alright. I did use up all of my night moves as well. And almost all of my... I used almost everything up. But yeah, that's actually a pretty rough fight. Anywho, that's it for the FF14 event. Next time, we have FF13. Just go down one. And that one sounds like it's going to be pretty rough as well. So, I'll see you then.